Hello, fellow educators. Welcome to the eighth episode of Teacher's Tent, a place to regain your strength after a long day, week, or maybe semester this 2023. I'm your host, Steve G. Thanks for your feedback on last week's episode. I can tell that time management is something that feels important to most educators. This time, I have picked a response from Anthony I. from South Yorkshire, UK. As a home teacher, his views on avoiding distractions are invaluable. He shares that when he comes to the students' homes, he ensures that TV, tablets, virtual reality headsets are off or out of sight, and that siblings or parents are quiet or absent from the learning area. When it comes to breaks, he is sure to include in his plans the students' toys or parents in a short, fun activity, after which they come back to the table ready to refocus. Thank you, Anthony, for bringing a refreshing perspective, not just from across the ocean, but also from the unique world of teachers who teach at the student's home. Today, we'll focus on a topic that is seldom talked about. Huge emphasis is placed on students having fun while they're learning, but what about us? Can we teachers amuse ourselves while in the classroom? With so much to do and so little time, is there room for enjoyment? I believe there is, and I am convinced it is very helpful to experience it. In this episode, as usual, I'll share my 5 ways in which I feel teachers can have fun in the classroom, so let's hope you enjoy today's presentation. Please keep sharing your feedback after listening, either through comments on Instagram or emails, in things you think might help us enjoy ourselves while working. So, let's discuss how we can have fun with our students. George Bernard Shaw said, "We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing." We teachers sometimes take things too seriously. I know we have a zillion things to do, but we should learn from our students, who always find a way to have fun somehow. I know that I myself, during the first days of school, specifically warned my students that we will not have any fun in my class, not because I don't like it, but because we won't have time for it. As the year progresses, though, I try to make sure that I can fit in a funny moment once in a while. After all, like someone said, life is short. Smile while you still have teeth. So, we must keep smiling. Today, we'll look into ways that allow us to have a bit of fun while maintaining the rigor and the multiple demands of the class environment. One first step, I believe, that helps us enjoy ourselves with our students is creating a unique classroom culture. Using phrases, jingles, or inside jokes that only mean something to you and your kids allows you to have a quick laugh anytime. Many visitors that come to my room say that they can tell there is a common language that we share as a class that makes the room feel like a safe place where the kids are happy to be. Allow me to share an example. Berlitz made an ad in 2006 about the German Coast Guard, where an inexperienced and beginner speaker of English receives a message from a ship saying, "We are sinking." Not quite understanding the message, he anxiously asks, "What are you thinking about?" I show it to my kids every year. And because we are all English language learners, including myself, we laugh and they endlessly repeat, "What are you thinking about?" for the rest of the year. You can look for it on YouTube and enjoy it. This culture will also, as a desirable side effect, create a unique sense of belonging in the students, allowing for low affective filters and open doors to continued learning. A second great way to enjoy ourselves with the kids is playing with them during recess. If you can, jumping rope, playing some soccer, or even racing a child will make them connect with you in a manner you wouldn't in the class, while allowing you to reminisce about your own childhood. Gus, a fourth grade teacher from Mesquite, Texas, shares that when he plays soccer with the kids, all of a sudden almost every student wants to play too. Likewise, during transitions, He plays games that he uses with his own children. One of his students' favorites is when this teacher whistles a popular tune and students have to guess what song it is. Thanks, Gus, for your valuable contribution. Some after school activities also offer the same chance. Even if you're not physically ready to run or play soccer like Gus, you can always play chess or a board game while sitting at a table. A third helpful thing to do is telling them stories. I don't know why many teachers stop this amazing habit in the second or third grade. We all need stories. I read to my students, but I also tell them stories. If they're about your own childhood, that's an additional yet more attractive ingredient to the story. Even teenagers can be captured through them. You must, of course, engage them emotionally as well as set the scene. Don't be afraid to be dramatic. Change your voice to set the tone, and always, that's what I do at least, once you have created attention, tell them you will continue the story on another day. Using irony and sarcasm is a fourth thing that allows us to amuse ourselves. I use this one often. Research says that using irony and sarcasm develops the kid's frontal cortex. This is where the higher order association center of the brain is. It is also responsible for decision making, reasoning, and other complex cognitive behaviors. In little kids, this is what allows them to develop their abstract thinking. So, I don't know about your students, but mine sure could use some growth in this area. Middle school and high school are optimal places to use this, as teenagers love to communicating with sarcasm and finesse. A final tip is to laugh with them. It is important to distinguish laughing with from laughing at them. In no way do we want to belittle or mock our students. No matter their ages, they deserve our full respect. However, there are times when laughing with them can go a long way. In our class, a smart but very distracted student fell into a puddle of water after some rain during recess on two occasions. The obvious joke that now comes when we go outside is everyone be careful and be sure to hold CN, who's ready to jump into the puddle. He laughs, and we all laugh. Children actually love feeling the center of a joke, when it is, of course, done in good taste and showing that you care. In conclusion, as teachers, it's easy to feel like our day is full of obligations, and it probably is. However, taking time to apply these five ideas, namely creating a unique classroom culture, playing with kids, telling them stories, using irony and sarcasm, and laughing with them, will make your day feel lighter and will bring a smile to your own face, while reinforcing a safe environment where all can learn more. These are the top five on my list that we have covered in today's episode. How can I have fun with my kids? I would love to hear what suggestions would make your top five list. Feel free to email me this or other comments to steve at teacherstent.com. Again, that's steve at teacherstent.com. Or you can follow Teachers Tent on Instagram. That's Teachers Tent, altogether, lowercase. In the meantime, join us next week for our podcast's ninth episode. What is essential and what is not? This is the number one question I get asked by new teachers. Am I supposed to do everything they ask me? I am hereby calling on all experienced teachers to please share their top five essential things so we can together support our new teachers as they navigate their early days in the classroom. So, just let me know in advance any thoughts and tips you might have on this challenging topic. And if you're enjoying the show, please don't forget to let your colleagues and friends know about and bring them to Teacher Stand. We'll make room for them too. Have a great week.